grassroots actualities at Jufuri will be showcased in tonight's expedition program. But before that, let's reflect back to other activities, including the official opening of the 2014 Roots Festival, which was presided over by Her Excellency, Madam Dr. Aissatou Njie Sedi, on behalf of the President, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jammeh. The 11th edition of the International Roots Homecoming Festival at the colorful ceremony at the I-22 in Banjul. The festival was first conceived in 1996 by the government of the Gambia and has since then sought to bring together Africans and their brethren in the diaspora to reflect on the horrendous consequences of the slave trade on the African continent and foster a new spirit of shared identity and cultural values. The celebration of this great day for Africa continues to be a unifying platform for Gambia and all people of African descent. Speaking at the gathering, the chairman of the organizing committee, in his welcoming statement, disclosed that it's now a turning wheel for Africans as the Gambia has seen an influx of Africans and Americans to the tiny village of Jufure to come back to their roots and celebrate what is now known as the International Roots Festival. The Minister of Tourism and Culture, Fatumas Job Jai, highlighted that the festival provides the opportunity to interact, exchange ideas and build networks that will not only generate unity and understanding, but affords the opportunity for Africans to reflect upon the common challenges and aspirations as a people.
The International Roots Homecoming Festival continues to be a unifying platform for the Gambia and all people of African descent. The Gambia, under the wise and progressive and dynamic leadership of our dear leader, His Excellency the President of the Republic, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh, had long realized that we need to come together as Africans to develop the African continent and redeem the peoples of Africa from the scourge of war, from hunger, from disease, and from want.
Your Excellency, we could not have achieved all this without the full and unwavering support of His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Chair Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jammeh. He who instituted the festival as a national event and supported us all the way, both morally and financially, to ensure its success. Your Excellency, we are ever grateful, and may the Almighty Allah continue to guide and protect His Excellency the President from all the disbelieving people, both within and without, and to continue to grant him wisdom, conviction, and courage to steer the affairs of this great nation to even higher heights. I wish to also applaud the support and encouragement of my fellow cabinet ministers.
Speaking on behalf of Africans, Dr. Julius Garvey, son of Marcus Messiah Garvey, reflected on his father's attempts a century ago to unite Africans and bring them back to the land of their origins. This festival, he said, provides the opportunity for those Africans who can to make that journey to the motherland.
I'm happy that you have organized this festival, which is a homecoming festival, and it is not simply about tourism, but it's about culture, it's about unity, it's about history, and it's about the spirit of Africa, because the spirit of Africa is what could not be broken in the Middle Passage.
For a man who is globally acknowledged for his resistance through music, Mutabaruka, a Jamaican musician, called for African unity.
This is the first time I have been to Gambia, and from the time of reading about Kunta Kinte, we have always wanted to come to Gambia. But we say in Jamaica, not happened before the time. We are very appreciative of the welcome that we get here.
Declaring the festival officially open on behalf of the Gambian leader, the Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs, Her Excellency Dr. Aissatou Njie Sedi, described the Gambia as a haven of peace and tolerance that would always champion the much-awaited African Renaissance. Speaking on the theme of the festival, African culture, its challenges and prospects in the 21st century, Dr. Njie Sedi warned of the threats to Africa's culture both from within and without, urging Africans to critically reflect on the challenges ahead.
We owe it to our future generations to preserve those cultural values and norms that are pivotal, and indeed a pivotal part of our heritage, on which hinges our identity as a people and provides us with the strength, courage, as well as wisdom to continue to deal with neo-colonial nuances and hegemony that manifests itself in diverse ways and threaten our value systems as we march forward for political and economic emancipation.
of course, who kept it alive, as well as our parents and grandparents and forebears. Of course, it's still living, but thanks to them, it's been sustained, and to nurture love, peace, and tranquility, especially in the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa. Therefore, when my government instituted the International Roots Homecoming Festival in 1996, our objective was to ensure that Africans, especially those in the diaspora, could come home to learn from our rich value system in Africa, the value system of their ancestors, which are still very useful to us Africans, who continue to embrace them. Also through the festival, of course, we can also forge closer ties.
Express the hope that this festival will spur Africans to rise up to their responsibilities and make a positive contribution to Africa's development.
Welcome back to Expedition Gambia. In as much as the pilgrimage to Jufre is concerned, every bit and piece of it serves a fully welcoming and cooperative engagement for the brothers and sisters from the diaspora. Not only did some of them appreciate such gestures, they also equally enjoyed several of the Gambia's cultural heritages.